we are talking about living the best life with God. And to enable us to live the best life with God, I want to focus on connection today. We need to be connected to the source of that life. And the most important thing in life I have discovered is my personal connection with Jesus Christ. You see, our connection to Him is our link to life, this best life. And connections are like bridges that carry vital supplies from a source to the point of need. So, is your connection with God of a secondary or a primary nature? Is it one of convenience or conviction? A must-have or nice to have? Is it a matter of life or death, or something to be accessed only as and when you need it? Let me remind you of some connections in everyday life that illustrates the importance of connections. Firstly, we have technology today. It's a great tool. And we all use cell phones, mobile phones. But you know that phone is of no use unless it's connected to a source. Unless your cell phone connects to a tower, you can't communicate. We further refer to our personal connections or contacts, referring to resourceful people or people we love. And yet the connection of greatest importance is our connection to God, for it's the connection to life itself. You must connect to the life of Jesus within you. I want to specify that. Colossians 1 verse 27 refers to Christ in us, the hope of glory. You see, Jesus is our source of life, but He lives within us, and you need to know that and connect with that. The best life only becomes a reality as we become aware of His life within us. A long-distance relationship with God never works. You've got to celebrate this life of God in you. Become aware of His presence and be fully convinced that you can say with confidence, I've got the life of God in me. Another interesting thing about connection is that it needs to become intentional with us, to connect with the Jesus that lives within us. And having the life of God in you does not mean automatically that you're connected. Just think of a motor car. The fact that it has an engine does not mean it's moving. There's a number of vital connections that must be in place, like the connection with the battery, unless the car won't move, even if it does have an engine. So proximity does not ensure connection. Connection to the life of Jesus in us develops as we focus on a friendship connection with Him. You and I need to become fit in setting our minds on the things of God continually. That's what Romans 8 verses 5 and 6 teach us. The mindset on the things of God, the things of the Spirit, brings the best life. But you must set your mind. In Romans 8 verse 2, it further says that through Christ, the law of the Spirit of life sets us free. And that's what we want. That's the best life. So for the best life, please ensure that you have a good connection to Jesus, the source of life. So I want to give you a couple of practical steps that are crucial in ensuring your connection with Jesus is secure. I call them life connectors. So firstly, simply put your faith and trust in God, not in people, not in things. That ensures good connection. Secondly, focus on Jesus. Become fit in putting your mind on Him. Keep bringing your thoughts back to Him. Thirdly, invite the Holy Spirit to be part of every day of your life and every action, and submit your decisions to Him. Don't just do your own thing. Next, cultivate a loving relationship with God, not just duty. God's language is love. Learn to speak it and love God from your heart daily. And lastly, I encourage that if you want a good connection with God, become still often. Just in your day, 5 minutes here and there, yield to Him. And build into your daily routine a time where you can just become quiet and consciously give control of your life to Him. And then whatever He says, obey what He says. So Lord, help us to secure our connection with you so that we can live this best life that you promised for us. Amen.